starting to record. Okay, let's see, go to our model. Some students have a question about this course and when we're gonna have webinars. Okay, typically when you see we have webinars in announcement area in that week, that means we're gonna have webinars in that week. Okay, so and for example, in week 3, so we have webinars announcement here. So you will have webinar on Tuesday at 7. So the time is always on Tuesday at 7 p.m. After we finish that, we'll post a recorded webinar with the link posted on YouTube. So I'm going to post this after we finish the webinar today. And another question most of the students ask about is the assignment. So you see forum 3, when you click on that, you can post your discussing question for the forum. So the forum question includes in 2 parts. And the first part is your initial post. So the initial post, answer all the required questions. It's not just pick up one question you answer, and answer all the questions. And for replies, you need to reply 2 replies. It replies to at least 2 students. That's the requirement. Typically, the forum points around 10 points for each forum. So the initial post around 6 points and the reply 2 points for each. For the quiz, okay, the quiz, remember the first 2 weeks we have assignment is like Word document. And the 3rd week is a quiz. So the quiz, when you click on that, read there the instructions. So our instruction says you have attempts allowed 2. So what that means? The 2, that means you can have 2 attempts. So if you got a score and is not desired, so you can do a second time for the quiz. The quiz open us at Saturday and then in on the weekend, next Sunday. You have 2 hours to submit. If the time beyond 2 hours, it will automatically submit when the time ends. So you see the grading method is the highest grade. So that means don't worry about the second attempt. So if you got a low score for the first time and the second attempt, the score on the second attempt will replace the lower score on the first attempt. Okay, any questions about this?
No.
Okay, good. So I received several questions from the students about the quiz question. Okay, the quiz question, when you do the quiz and you have questions, you can submit to me by email. And if there are something you think is wrong, okay, I will correct that manually. And don't worry about that because you think that question you did it correct, but they didn't give you the grade for that. Okay, don't worry about that. I will check that, and if you really did right, then I will give you a grade on that. So for the quiz part, you see quiz 3, that means it only covered the contents from chapter 3. Okay, so when you see that the reading from that chapter, so that means the quiz will cover that chapter only. Some student asked me question about the quiz 3. Is that quiz 3 cover chapter 1 through 3? No, it's only cover chapter 3. Okay, any other questions about the assignment?
No.
Okay, good. So let me see the chat here. So we have yeah, when you check in, just type your name, and so I can get a list of your for your attendance, the webinar attendance, and so I
Yes, sir. But
post your
one thing, can you check
grade.
the
Huh?
can you check the forum 3 question? It's I think the same one you gave last week, the motion picture one.
Oh, okay. Yeah, okay. I will do that. Okay. I will check that. Okay, after the meeting, if this is the question from chapter 2, I will correct that. Okay. And so
So
another
if we
question
are
I want to
sometimes late
discuss is,
to give,
huh?
if we are sometimes late to give our first post by Wednesday, or we do it on Thursday or Friday, is it okay?
That's the question I would like to ask you, you guys. So, in the traditionally, the university want the first initial post by Wednesday midnight. So, is there any way? So you think is too rushy for you guys, or just we can move to Thursday
I
midnight?
mean, if we can have the whole week for the whole forum, that's more easier, because sometimes it's classes and other work as well.
Oh, that's okay. This is not applicable because you have to post the first initial part in order for other students to post their replies. So the initial part has to be done. At least you give several days for the other student to read. So the
Okay.
ideal way is to post Thursday midnight, so we can get the initial post done by Thursday midnight. And
Okay.
so
Yeah, I think like Thursday is a good, because like Wednesday is too early and some of us, have work and all of that. So,
Yeah.
it's
okay,
a little bit.
Sometimes I think Friday, then Saturday we have the day everybody can read, and then on Sunday is the last day, because
okay.
we will
No,
have
it's
more time.
you know what, the this forum is available for you to do from Saturday. Okay,
Okay.
isn't I already set up the date for you
Oh, okay.
to
Okay.
check that is from the last Saturday, and then you can post until Thursday. Okay, so I want to change that to Thursday, but you still have to be done by next Sunday. So that's it's not a start from Monday. It's a start from last Saturday.
Okay. But the last week I did all on Sunday. I didn't know about this Wednesday thing. I just saw it like on Friday. I saw it, then I couldn't find the questions,
Okay.
and then yeah. So just this last
Mhm.
week I did the whole on same day. But
Yeah.
from next week I'll take care of it.
You need to, whenever you have something, and send me email or you
Okay.
text me or call me and immediately so I can notice that. Okay. And to give me all those information, and so what happens so that I know how I can correct that. Good?
Yeah, good.
Okay.
Yes, it's
And
good.
yes? Okay.
Yes.
Let me see, we check that. We have check it. Okay, so I just wanted to make sure, so something you maybe wanted to know. Do you use Excel when you do those statistics courses?
Yes, I used, but it was like from my bachelor years, so it's kind of quite a long time ago.
Uh-huh. Okay.
I also have a question. Like for the forum, sometimes I want to do the table and like everything, on the Excel, but I have a trouble with the formulas, how to do it, so it's a little bit hard for me with Excel.
Uh-huh. Okay. um yeah, so the Excel, that's a very convenient way to do statistics. And basically, so we suggest you to use Excel, and instead of just calculate it by hand. And so I suggest you to read the PowerPoint slides first. You see the PowerPoint slides. So they have pictures right here, so showing what will be the function and to calculate the mean, median, or the mode. So when you use those function, when you click on enter, it will come out with the result you have. So it's a very helpful when you learn how to use Excel to do those statistics.
Okay, thank you.
Okay. Okay, do you have any other questions? I think that
No.
other,
No, not for me.
okay. All the other students are still there?
Yes, sir, we are here.
Okay, good.
So, yeah.
Um, okay, so when you do that, we'll just give you some suggestion. When you see the PowerPoint slides you read, okay, when you open the PowerPoint slide, so you can see they have the contents over there. So including the definition, but the definition and the formula, but also they have data for you to practice. So you just type in the data. For example, in chapter 3, we have what is the sample mean. So you just say, graduate, so you type in all the data. Okay, so you type in the data in Excel, open an Excel spreadsheet, and then you do, for example, you want to calculate the mean, right? So they calculate the mean, and then you just say you follow the instruction, and you use an average, the average function, and you select all the data, and then you see, you close the parentheses, and you click on enter. So you see that's the mean. So when you have the Excel, so you can calculate. Also, you can use the, of course, you can use okay, the sample mean using the formula. So the formula, you sum all the numbers up divided by the total number of observation. It's going to be the same, but it's more convenient to use Excel. For example, you wanted to see the total number of all those observations. So you sum them up. Right, that's all the numbers, so you sum them up. Okay, when you look at the Excel spreadsheet, so this is the numerator part. The denominator is how many observations you have. So you see this number, you divide it by this number divided by the total number of the observation you have for 12. Just divided by 12. So you see this number is exactly the same. Using that Excel function, or you're using Excel to calculate it by hand, you get the same result. But Excel is much convenient and faster. So. Okay, when you read the PowerPoint slide, and the first when you get the data in that Excel spreadsheet, it's just using the data and to practice. Okay, practice first. So when you practice, you see all those functions and to see what the result coming out. And if you got some numbers it's not correct, so you check why. So you might do some practice. That will be very helpful. Okay, any questions?
No.
No, no question.
Okay. Yeah, when you have any questions, just send me an email, so I will reply you in. Okay, so yeah, so if you didn't sign in, you go to the Zoom group chat and to type your name. So I can check your attendance and to put your grade on the webinar. Okay, so our next meeting, so we have 6 webinars in total throughout this semester. Our next one is going to be, next meeting will be February, we have now is February 4th and February 25th. So I have a trip on February 18th, so I'm not going to be available on February 18th, so I will go be February. February 25th. And so we have, usually we have more meeting at the beginning of the semester, and then we will come back around like one each month in March, April, and we may have or more closer to the end of the semester. So okay, if you don't have any questions, that's all for today. So I will keep you in touch.
All right, sir. Thank you.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Okay, you are welcome.